All right, folks, we're back. Game number 3, semifinal between the Burn and CBU Tampa. CBU Tampa is the home team. Burn clearly is the visitors in this one. The winner of this game punches their ticket in the championship, which will follow this game, slated to start at 4:30. And assuming the games going on field 1 are following suit in terms of time, which I know the game time starts are, but if there's extra innings or anything like that, which can cause a little bit of a difference of time. So with that, again, glad to have you. West Coast War 2. This is Doc from the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network, broadcast of the West Coast War 2. We're here in beautiful Clearwater, Florida, on Drew Street, Joe DiMaggio Sports Complex. Throw down. Jack is starting this game, and Bryce is behind the plate. The Burn, I'll quickly run through the order real quick. It's Mitch, Matty, Paxton, Tripp, Wyatt, Dylan, Luke, Jake, Max, Nathan, and Luke S. That was Luke B, the first Luke. Again, Bryce is still behind the plate. Jack is on the mound to start this one. Again, thanks for joining. Glad to have you. I want to thank Tampa Bay USSSA and, of course, Tournament Director Tim Labus for his tireless efforts. All the site directors, field crews, and, of course, social media crews that take clips and videos throughout the tournament and upload them to Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We do simulcast on YouTube and Facebook, so if you're on there, if you're on YouTube, please share, subscribe, and like the videos. That helps us grow our capabilities and get some sponsors and advertisers. If you're on Facebook, please follow and share. And here we go with first pitch. Ground ball to short. Filled it cleanly. Over to first. And that's one down. So one pitch, one out to start things off here in the top of the first inning. The semifinal. The gold bracket, 14U Open. Matty steps in. Paxton's on deck. Ball comes in high. And it's 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes. Again, same spot, ball 2. And pitch fouled off. That one's going to go out of play. And it's 2-1. Again, Paxton on deck. Glad to have you join us, folks. Sure means a lot. Please subscribe, like, share, follow, all that good stuff. Like I said, it really helps. There's a drive into left field. That is getting down. That's in fair territory. That's a base hit. And Matty's on with a 1-out single here in the top of the first inning. Paxton is coming up to the plate. On deck is Tripp. Nice pitch. Call strike on the outside corner. And it's an 0-1 count to Paxton. Throw over to first base. Matty back just in time. Just like last game, Jack has a really quick move to first. Kind of deceptive. Matty gets his lead. There he goes. Ground ball. Shortstop. Only plays at first. And they get him. That's 2 down. So that moves Matty to second. Sorry about I didn't have a player on the base indicator there. Apologize. Now it's got Matty at second. 2 down. Brings in Tripp. Wyatt's on deck. Come on, Tripp. Find a hole. Called strike. And it's 0-1. Curveball inside out, and it's 1-1. There's a fly ball in the right field. Right fielder's under it, makes the catch, and that's 3 outs. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left at the end of a half inning. It's the Burns 0, CBU coming to bat. Coming up for CBU is going to be Jace, CJ, and Bryce. This is Doc from the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. Hey, we're back, folks. So some of those enhancements I was speaking of is if we can get some sponsors and advertisers, that will help us we'll do some commercials in between the innings and make it not such a dead silence for you. But more importantly, the whole point of all that is to help expand in our capabilities to bring you the best in youth baseball from 9U to 14U. Here in the Tampa Bay area. I appreciate you all joining. I know that we got folks from all over the U.S. watching, as well as some folks we've had in the past, as a matter of fact, as late as yesterday, out of country, and the furthest known viewers were in Bergen, Norway. Shout out to Tommy Chuck and his family in case they just so happen to be catching a game. I know that they're playing this weekend, Tampa Steel. Also, yesterday, some folks in Puerto Rico were watching, so appreciate that as well. But appreciate all the viewers and all the support from you, the fans, as well as the players, parents, and coaches. We do a highlight video at the end of the tournament, so that'll come out Monday or Tuesday. So make sure you check that out as well. So ground ball off the end of the bat. Jace just a little bit out in front of that, so it's going to be strike 1. It's a ball in the dirt. Nice stop by Tripp. So that's Tripp behind the plate, and Dylan on the mound. Let's make sure I got that right. Yep. For the burn. There's a line shot to second base. Nice snag. That was Nate out there on second base. Nice catch out there by Nate. Moving over to his right. So 1 out. That brings in CJ. That's a ball in the dirt. Nice block by Tripp. That's a 1-0 count. And CJ watches that ball drop inside. And for ball 2. So Dylan gets a sign, delivers the Tripp. Ground ball to third. Fielded easily. Over to first. That's 2 outs. So 2 down. That brings in Bryce. Johnny on deck. Foul ball right back at us here. And it's an 0-1 count. Looks like a change up from Dylan. Curveball, middle out, just misses. That's 1-1. And that's ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. So far, pretty efficient pitching by both pitchers, both Jack and Dylan. And that's ball 3. Call strike on the outside corner, and that moves it to a full count. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Dylan delivers the payoff pitch. Fly ball, left field. Left fielder's coming in. Makes the catch, and that is 3 outs. So no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. After 1, it's 0-0. Coming up for the burn in the top of the second, it's going to be Wyatt, Dylan, and Luke. This is Doc from the Tampa Bay USSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we're back. On the mound, pitching for for CBU is going to be Johnny as he replaces Jack. Jack moves over to first. Stepping in the batter's box is Wyatt. And here's the first pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. And it's 0-1. As we get things underway here in the top of the second inning, that one's just a little bit off the plate. And now it's 1-1. Foul ball. And it's 1-2 now. So again, so far, some really efficient pitching by both teams. Curveball off the edge of the plate, and it's 1-1. Or 2-2, sorry. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is 1 out. That brings Dylan to the plate. On deck will be Luke B. He's the pitcher from last game. Their earlier game, the first game this morning between Burn and Phenoms. Ball in the dirt from Johnny, and it's 1-0. Strike on the inside corner, and that's 1-1. So Johnny gets a sign, comes set, delivers, or winds up rather. Foul ball, and it's 1-2 now. And here's the 1-2. Little chin music there for Dylan. He goes down on the dirt on that one. And it's a 2-2 count now. And the 2-2 pitch. Fouled off. So Dylan hanging tough. Foul ball again. Nice curveball by Johnny. And we'll do 2-2 again. Ball 3. As that was just a little bit inside. Fouled off again. So full count. Here's the payoff pitch from Johnny. Fouled off again. So Dylan is battling at the plate there. As a battle ensues between Johnny and Dylan. Here's the pitch. Fouled off again. So it remains 3-2. Curveball, that's grounder to first. Johnny covers. Jack to Johnny, nice play. And that's 2 outs. So 2 down, that brings in Luke with Jake coming out on deck. And the pitch. Luke watches that come in just out of the strike zone for ball 1. Foul tipped. And that will be 1-1 now on Luke. Inside corner from Johnny. Ups the count to 2-strike count to 2. So it's 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Pop fly. Center field. CJ's under it. Makes the catch. And that's 3 outs. So 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 1.5, it's still 0-0. Coming up for CBU in the bottom of the second, it's going to be Johnny, Jack, and Tyler. This is Doc from the Tampa Bay Utrope USA Sports Network. We'll be back. Okay, folks, we're back. As we begin the bottom of the second inning, still no score. Stepping into the batter's box for CBU is going to be Johnny. Jack will be on deck. Dylan's still on the mound. Trips behind the plate for the burn. As we get things underway, here's the first pitch. Ground ball foul. And it's a 0-1 count. It's a ground ball foul down the third base line. Really close to being fair, but it's 0-2 to Johnny. Johnny is the pitcher for CBU at the moment. Jack is on deck. Base hit. Oh, nice try by Luke down there at third. So we're going to award a base hit to Johnny on that one. Leadoff single here in the bottom of the second inning. That brings in Jack. Tyler on deck.
Last batted out's the catcher. Last batted out's the catcher. Last batter out's the catcher. It goes to the one in front of him. But it's the last batted out's the catcher, and you can run for the catcher.
All right, so CJ's coming in to run as the last batted out was Bryce, the catcher, and CJ was the next batted out after that. So CJ will be running for Johnny. Here's the pitch by Dylan, stopped by Tripp. CJ holds it first, ball one. The ball's down and out. Ball two. CJ gets his lead. That's ball 3. Throw down to first. CJ's back in time. It's a 3-0 count. Called strike to Jack. It's 3-1. Here goes CJ. Fly ball. Right fielder's under it. Center, I think it drops in between center field and right fielder. It allows CJ to go to second. So runners on first and second. So we'll give a single to Jack. And his hitting streak continues. 2 doubles and a single his last 3 at bats. Of course, this is his first at bat in this game. Tyler steps in. There's the pitch. Bunts. Pitcher gets it. Dylan throws to first. Gets the out, but that moves the runners over. Does his job. And that's 1 down. So 1 out. That brings in Nolan. 2 runners in scoring position for CBU. Called strike. And it's an 0-1 count. Dylan delivers the 0-1. Lines out right back at the middle off of Dylan's glove. Goes into center field. That's going to score 2. And CBU leads it 2-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. So Gavin steps in. Finn on deck. Called strike on the outside corner. And they said he went around, so that's strike 2. Gavin watches that one go low and outside for ball 1. So 1-2 count. And the 1-2. Ground ball right back to Dylan. Dylan goes to first. Gets the out. That moves Nolan to second. So 2 down. That brings in Finn. Called strike. Yes, ma'am.
How do I get to you?
It's Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network at Google or Facebook.
Okay.
Google will bring up YouTube, sorry. And Facebook, yeah. So I believe the count is 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Ground ball, foul. That's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runs across. Nolan at second. Finn at the plate. Crafton on deck. That ball's on the inside. Said he strike 3. So drop strike 3. That's going to allow Finn to get on and move Nolan over to third on that pass ball that got all the way to the fence, as I was talking about a little bit earlier. So runners at first and third. If I was a betting man, Finn would be going on the first or second pitch as Crafton steps in to put two runners in scoring position again. But we'll see. Dylan gets a sign. He sets and delivers. The ball just dropped a little bit outside. It's 1-0. And Finn is not going. Ball 2 to Crafton. There's a fly ball in the left field. Left fielder's going back. It's just out of his reach. That's going to score at least one. And here comes Nolan, and the throw home. He is safe. That ball gets past Tripp as Dylan backs it up. And Crafton's into third base. So 2 more runs across. So 2 RBI single for Crafton on the throw. Actually a double, my apologies. We'll give him a double. A double to Crafton. It's ball 1 to back to the top of the order with Jace. Ball 1. The fly ball, that's a blooper. Nice catch by the second baseman. We'll find out who that is. Great catch out there for out number 3. But CBU does put 4 across. On 3 hits, no errors, and one left on base. Actually, 2 left on base. No, 1 left on base. Sorry about that. Get it right in a minute. At the end of 2, it's a 4-0 lead for CBU. All right, we're going to move on to the third. Coming up for the burn is going to be Jake, Max, and Nathan. This is Doc from the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back in just a few moments. Sorry about that. We're back, folks. Jake steps in, takes ball low outside. Swing and a miss. Or actually, foul ball. Ooh, almost hit a little girl behind us here. That would have not been good. That's 1-1. And that's 2-1. So the found out, I'll tell you in a second, there's ball 3, 3-1 now to Jake. That was Beckett making that catch out there at second base. Came a long way to get that one. Great job. It's a ball up. Or actually, it must be 3-2, so I must have missed a strike in there somewhere. My apologies for that. There's a fly ball in the left field. That's going over the left fielder's head. That's going to go all the way to the fence. And Jake is motoring around, and he will go into third with a leadoff triple here in the top of the third. The ball comes in a little bit low to Max. Nathan's on deck. Pop fly, or a ground ball rather, second base. That scores a run for the Burn. So that's ball one to. There's a pop fly bunt. That goes foul. That's 1-1. That's Nathan at the plate. Lucas is on deck. So this is a semifinal game between the Burn and CBU. Swing and a miss, strike one. So I believe it's 1-1. My apologies, folks. I had a little trouble with the equipment. I believe it's 2-1 now to Nathan. Thought I heard 2-2, so maybe 2-2. We'll get confirmation here. Doesn't matter now. Fly ball to center field. TJ coming in, makes the catch. And that's 2 outs. So apologies, that was 1 out when Nathan was up. Now there's 2. And that brings in Luke with Mitch on deck. Curveball way outside from Johnny. That's 1-0. Foul ball. That's 1-1 now to Luke. 4-1 game. That's a leadoff triple by Jake and Max. Ball just a little bit low. It's 2-1. And then Max, ground ball to second base, knocked in the run. So he did his job. Ball 3. And Luke's on. So Johnny issues a 2-out walk. That brings in Mitch with Matty on deck. And the pitch. Johnny's pitch goes a little low and outside. Timeout call by Bryce. Go out and talk to his pitcher. as to settle him down as Johnny's thrown 4 straight balls. Foul ball. And it's 1-1. So we are here in the semifinal game between the Burn and CBU Tampa. The winner of this one will punch their ticket in the championship. We'll go against, it looks like maybe the Kangaroo Courts. And I can't see who else is in there. Nice dive try by CJ. Laying out there. And safe at third. Line drive into right center. CJ comes over, tries to make the catch. Cannot. Luke goes to third. Mitch is on with a single. That brings in Maddie. There we go. Now we got the bases straightened out. And the pitch. There goes Mitch. The throw down, cut off. And Luke stays at third. So runners at second and third, 2 outs. I believe that was a ball to, that's a foul ball, so it's 1-1 to Maddie, I believe. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. That gets away. And that's going to score another run. As Luke comes in. And Mitch moves over to third. And it's a 2-2 count to Maddie. So Burn put up 2 themselves here in the top of the third, threatening another. There's the 2-2 from Johnny. Pop fly, third base. Makes the catch. And that's 3 outs. All right, so the Burn pick up 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. At the end of 2.5, it's the Burn 2, CBU 4. Coming up for CBU in the bottom of the 3rd inning is going to be CJ, Bryce, and Johnny. This is Doc from the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back, folks. All right, as we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning, CJ steps in. Bryce on deck. And here's the pitch by Dylan. That's a little bit outside. That's ball one. Here's the 1-0 from Dylan. Ground ball, foul down the third base line. It's 1-1 count. So Dylan's still on the mound. Tripp still behind the plate. The ball low. And it's 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. It's a foul ball. And it's 2-2. Called strike 3, and that is 1 out. There's a pop fly on shortstop. Shortstop makes the catch. And that's 2 outs. So an efficient inning by Dylan. First pitch to Johnny is a little bit outside. Ball 1. Jack's on deck. Ground ball to third. Nice net third. And that one's going into highlight reel too. For sure. A diving catch, or diving snag, I should say. Gets up, throws the guy out at first. So great job. That ends the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left at the end of 3 innings. CBU still leads it 4-2. Coming up for the burn in the top of the 4th is going to be Paxton, Tripp, and Wyatt. This is Doc from the Tampa BU SSA Sports Network. We'll be back. All right, folks, we're back. Again, coming up for the burn, the top of the 4th, is going to be Paxton, Tripp, and Wyatt. Johnny's still on the mound for CBU. Bryce still behind the plate. semifinal game between Hit Factory and Ruse are about to get started. And the winner of that game will punch their ticket to the championship, which will be right here at Field 2. There's a fly ball to center field. CJ's under it. Makes the catch. And one pitch, one out here in the top of the fourth. That brings in Tripp with Wyatt on deck. Which means the championship slated to start at 4:30, but the other game hasn't started yet. So we'll see how things go. We may have a little late start. There's a ball high to Tripp. It's a 1-0 count now. Johnny delivers. Pop fly, second base, makes the catch, and that's 2 down. So 2 outs. Sorry about that. There was 1 out at Tripp's at bat. That brings in Wyatt. Dylan's on deck. 2 down. Top of the fourth. And the pitch. Called strike at outside corner. And Johnny's ahead 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch. Just off the plate. And it's 1-1 count. Ground ball foul off the foot of Wyatt. That definitely never feels good. So the ump is going to take the ball out to pitcher to give Wyatt a second to walk it off. As is the catcher Bryce, trying to extend it a little bit to give him a little bit of time to walk it off. Looks like he's okay. And the pitch. Fly ball in the right field. That's going to get down for a hit. And Wyatt's on with a 2-out single here in the top of the fourth. That brings in Dylan with Luke B on deck. Luke's the one that made that great play at third base at the bottom of the third. This first pitch, big swing and a miss by Dylan. That's strike 1. Johnny gets a sign and delivers. Foul or fly ball. Shallow left. Third base is back. Makes the catch. Nice job over there by Gavin. And that is 3 outs. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left at the end of 3.5. It's the Burn 2, CBU 4. Coming up for CBU in the bottom of the fourth is going to be Jack, Tyler, and Nolan. This is Doc from the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. I'll be back. Okay, we're back. Warm-up's just finished. Dylan's still on the mound. Trips behind the plate as we get underway here in the bottom of the fourth. Again, we're waiting. So the doesn't look like the other semifinal has started yet. There's the first pitch from Dylan. Called strike on Jack. And the bottom of the fourth is underway. Line shot. Nice snag by Luke again. I'm sorry, no, that's Matty. Nice snag by Matty over there at third. And that's one out.
Come on, Tyler. Come on, Tyler.
That brings in Tyler with Nolan on deck. Fly ball in the infield. Shortstop's calling it. Makes the catch. And that is 2 outs. That brings in Nolan. Ground ball back up the middle. Nice snag with second baseman. That's going to be an infield hit as Nolan legs that out. It's a nice try. By the second baseman. That brings in Gavin. Called strike on the inside corner, and it's 0-1. Ball outside, and it's 1-1 now on Gavin. Nolan's at first. Finn's on deck. Call strike on the inside corner. As Gavin backed all the way to that one, curved right back in, caught the corner. And here's the 1-2. That's way outside. Nice stop by Tripp. That prevents Nolan from going to second. It's 2-2. Again, I've seen some really good catching today by all teams. Dylan sets, delivers the 2-2, swing and a miss. And that is strike 3. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. At the end of 4, CBU still leads it 4-2. Coming up for the burn in the top of the 5th is going to be Luke B., Jake, and Max. This is Doc from the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. Okay, folks. Ready to get the top of the fifth underway. Warm-ups finish. Umpires are having a chat with coach. So the chat is broken up. Luke steps in. First pitch, low, just a little bit below the knees. And we got this top of the fifth underway with a 1-0 count. Here's Johnny's second delivery. That time's it's strike, and it's 1-1. Ground ball, foul. And it is 1-2. Foul ball. And it will remain 1-2. Johnny's delivery a little bit low. 2-2 now. On Luke. Luke waits the pitch from Johnny. Watches out and come in high. Works it back to a full count. Johnny gets a sign, sets, and delivers. Ball 4. And Luke has issued a leadoff walk. Here in the top of the fifth. Jake coming to the plate. Jake tripled and scored his last time at bat back in the third inning. He got things going for the Bird. And the pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. And it's 0-1. Jake represents the tying run. There's the pitch. Takes that a little bit up. And it's 1-1 now. Luke at first. Foul ball. And that's quickly 1-2. Throw to first. Luke is back in time. There goes Luke. Throw down. And he's safe. It's ball 2 to Jake. 2-2 count. Max on deck. Here's the pitch. Call strike 3 on the outside corner. And that is 1 out. That brings in Max. Nathan's on deck. And the pitch. That's low for ball 1. Throw to second base by Johnny. Luke's back in time. There's the delivery to the plate. Right back at him. Nice. Wow, what a catch. Double play. Unbelievable. Wow, folks. Unreal. Line shot by Max. Snagged by Johnny. Johnny turns, throws to second base, doubles off Luke. And that ends the Burns fifth. So no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. It's 4-2 CBU going in the bottom of the fifth. Coming up for CBU is going to be Finn, Crafton, and then back to the top of the order with Jace. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay UTROPOSA Sports Network. We'll be back in just a moment. Okay, we're back.
Is the director over there?
So I'm not sure what's happening.
Hey,
That's
Andy, we need to see you.
We'll get some confirmation here. So it looks like there's some discussions going on between coaches and umpires. So apologize for all the delays and the in terms of keeping you up to speed on happenings. There's some discussion between the umpires and the coaches. Not 100% sure what it is. So with that, again, thanks for joining us on YouTube and Facebook. Appreciate all the fans and your viewership. I'm glad that you're here with us at West Coast War 2, the Tampa Bay USSSA, or put on by Tampa Bay USSSA, broadcast by Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network, sponsored by VisitStPeteClearwater.com. We are in beautiful Clearwater, Florida this afternoon. Semifinal game between CBU and the Burn. We are in the bottom of the fifth. Finn is scheduled to be at the plate as play resumes. And it looks like we're back in business here. And we're about to get underway. So thanks for your patience. Thanks for watching. As we get things back underway here at the bottom of the fifth. So Finn steps in. Again, Dylan's on the mound. He delivers a little bit high. That's ball one. Tripp still behind the plate. Foul ball behind us. That's 1-1. So winner of this game will punch their ticket to the championship, and they will go against either the Ruse or Hit Factor. There's a line shot in the left field. Foul ball. So it's 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out as we are just underway here in the bottom of the fifth. CBU leads at 4-2. That ball gets away from Tripp, and nobody's on base. No foul, no harm. It's a 2-2 count. Again, the winner of this one will go against the winner of Hit Factory and the Ruse for the 14U Open Championship. Gold bracket. Strike 3. And kind of like Finn knew it as soon as it happened. 1 down. That brings in Crafton. Crafton hit a 2 RBI double his last time up. Extended that lead to 4. Called strike down the middle. That's an 0-1 count. So no balls, 1 strike. Here's the 0-1. That's strike 2. So Dylan's ahead in the count. And the pitch. Fouled at the plate, and we'll do 0-2 again. Ball in the dirt. That's 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. And the 1-2 delivery. Fly ball. Shortstop's under it. Makes the catch. That's 1 out. Or excuse me, 2 outs. That brings in Jace with CJ on deck. Ball comes in just a little low to Jace. It's going to be a 1-0 count. Called strike on the outside corner. Dylan delivers again. Moves Jace off the plate. And it's 2-1. Ball low and outside. Jace is ahead in this one. Hitters count 3-1. Let's see if he has a green light. He does. Line shot in right field. And he'll be on with a 2-out single to lead things off here in the bottom of the fifth. CJ steps in with 2 outs. That hits CJ. So a single and a walk hit by a pitch puts runners on first and second. That'll bring in Bryce. Bryce is 0 for 2 on the day, or excuse me, in this game, not for the day, but this game. Ball just off the plate. Dylan gets a sign. Delivers. Swing and a miss on the changeup. That's 1-1. So Tripp going out to talk to his pitcher. And the pitch. There goes a runner. That nearly hits Bryce. Both runners move up. Actually, ball 4. So apparently intentional walk. So it wasn't ball 4, it was 3-1, but they intentionally walk him. That loads the bases. That brings in Johnny. Johnny's 1 for 2 in this one. Ball off the plate. It's a 1-0 count. After 2 quick outs, a single and 2 walks, the bases are now loaded. Ball 2. Here's the 2-0 from Dylan. Fly ball in the right field. Right fielder makes the catch. And that is 3 outs. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 3 left. At the end of 5, CBU 4, Burn 2. Coming up for the Burn in the top of the 6th, that's going to be Nathan, Luke, and back at the top of the order with Mitch. This is Doc from the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back. right, folks, we're back. We have a new pitcher for CBU. That's going to be Nolan out there on the mound. Start things off here in the sixth. Unlike what you've seen the other games we've covered mostly around 12U and below, it's usually 6 innings. 14U does go 7. There's a ball low to start things off here in the top of the 6th for Nathan. Luke S. is on deck. I'm sorry, number 34 is on deck. I'll find out who that is shortly. I think it's Beckett. I believe it's a 2-0 count now. Foul ball, 2-1. Sir, that's Beckett right on deck? Okay, thank you. So that is Beckett on deck. Big swing and a miss. And it's 2-2 to Nate. Ground ball to third. Fielded cleanly. Over to first. That is 1 away. Beckett steps in. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that is Gavin at third. Nice play. Throw over to Jack. Mitch is on deck. Ball high. To Beckett. Swing and a miss. It's 1-1. Nolan gets signed, delivers. Line shot down the line. That's fair. That's going to roll all the way to the fence. Beckett will walk into second with a stand-up double to lead things off here. A one-out double, mind you, here in the top of the 6th. That brings in Mitch with Maddie coming out on deck. I believe it's Maddie. Yep, it is Maddie. So Mitch represents the tying run. Fly ball to center field. CJ's back on it. Makes the catch, and that's 2 down.
All right, come on, Maddie.
So 2 outs. Beckett at second. Maddie steps into the batter's box. Paxton on deck.
Come on, Maddie, let's go.
Maddie's 1 for 2. Singled back in the first inning. Called strike on the outside corner. And it's 0-1. And here's the pitch. A little bit up. And that's going to be 1-1. Nolan gets his sign. Comes set. Checks Beckett. Delivers home. Fly ball. Left center. CJ Stroud, what a catch. And that's 3 outs. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. At the end of 5.5, Burns still have 2. CBU still has 4. Coming up in the bottom of the 6th for CBU is going to be Jack, Tyler, and Nolan. This is Doc, Tampa Bay Utro Play Sports Network. I will be right back. Okay, folks, we are back for bottom of 6 action.
Hey, Andy. We need more baseball.
Okay, I'll get him.
About 3 of them.
All right.
All right, here we go.
We got him, Blue.
Ball high to Jack. Jack steps in. Tyler's on deck. It's a ground ball to short. Throw to first. They get him. Nice play by Jake to get the speedy Jack. 1 down. That brings in Tyler. Nolan's on deck. Here's the pitch by Dylan. Ball 1. So Dylan is still on the mound. Tripp still behind the plate. Ball in the dirt. And the count moves to 2-0. Called strike. And now it's 2-1. Deep drive in the left field. That's foul. And it's 2-2. I just now noticed this, but earlier I should have paid attention because there was an outfielder running through it. Out in the left field corner, around that whole fence there, it's a bunch of water. And so all that is water back in there. And that's a foul ball with Tyler, so it'll be still 2-2.
Come on, Tyler.
And the 2-2. Foul ball. And we'll do 2-2 again.
Way to battle, Tyler. Come on.
I'll take that one. Thank you, young man.
Foul ball again. Ground ball foul. I don't know why I was showing someone at first base, but Tyler is
Come on,
battling
Tyler.
big time. I think I may have bumped it by accident. Foul ball out of play into the trees off the left of the field, and it still remain 2-2.
Come on, Tyler.
Dylan delivers the 2-2 again, and we'll do it again.
I thought it was coming for me.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just a little low. And Tyler finally works it back to 3-2. And the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that is 2 outs. That brings in Nolan. Nolan is 2 for 2, singled, drove in 2 RBIs back in the second inning when CBU scored all their runs. Call strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. The ball comes in just a little bit low for Nolan. It's 1-1. Ball just a little bit up. Ground ball to third. Foul ball. And it's 2-2. And the 2-2. Line shot in the center field. That's getting down for a hit. And Nolan's on with a 2-out single here in the bottom of the 6th. That'll bring in Gavin. Finn on deck. Actually, Tyler will be pinch running for Nolan, as Nolan is the pitcher of record at the moment. Ground ball right back to Dylan. Dylan would take it to first, and that is 3 outs. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. At the end of 6, it's CBU 4, Burn 2. As we move to the 7th, coming up is Paxton, Tripp, and Wyatt. This is Doc from the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back. Okay, we're back, folks. Top of 7. Paxton steps in. Tripp on deck. Paxton's 0 for 2. Here's the first pitch from Nolan. Strike 1. And as you can tell, Nolan is still on the mound. With Bryce behind the plate, big swing and a miss. Strike 2. And Nolan's quickly ahead. 0-2.
Down, punch it. Let's go.
And the 0-2. Line shot. That gets knocked down by the second baseman. Picked up by the shortstop. And they get him. Wow, what a play by number 27, Jace. The second baseman knocked it down. Jace is coming across the middle, picks it up, and gets Paxton at first. I'd almost say 4-6-3 on that one. Wow, what a play. Tripp steps in. There's a fly ball in the right field. Right fielder's under it. Makes the catch. And that is 2 outs. And the Burn are down to their last out here in the 7th. So Wyatt steps in. Wyatt's 1 for 2. Fly ball down the right field line. Foul. And it's 0-1. And the pitch. Wyatt watches that one come to him low and outside. It's 1-1. Ground ball to third. Fielded by Gavin over to first. And that's 3 outs. And I believe that's the ball game, folks. And it is a good game here between the Burn and CBU. Final score, Burn 2, CBU 4. So CBU is going on the championship, and they will be taking on either Hit Factory or the Kangaroo Court Ruse. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll see you in the championship.